The Ebonyi state government has taken steps to support security agencies by providing essential equipment and developing infrastructure. This initiative aims to improve security across the state and ensure the safety of residents. The government believes that better equipped security agencies will be more effective in tackling crime and maintaining peace. Governor Francis Winfuru stated that the state is committed to ensuring that security operatives have the necessary tools and facilities to carry out their duties efficiently. He also mentioned that improving the working conditions of security personnel is key to strengthening security efforts in both urban and rural areas. Security agencies in Ebonyi have expressed their appreciation for the state's government support, noting that the new equipment and infrastructure will help them respond more swiftly to security challenges. The provision of vehicles, communication gadgets, and upgraded stations is expected to enhance their operations. The state government has assured that it will continue to invest in security infrastructure as part of its efforts to maintain peace and protect lives and property in Ebonyi State. This support is seen as vital to fostering a secure environment for development and economic growth. Joining us live now on Newsroom Series is the Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Ebonyi State, Mr. Jude Okpo from Abakaliki. Welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So now, can you provide an update on the current infrastructure projects being undertaken by the state government and how they are impacting the lives of residents?
Thank you very much for this opportunity. It's been a roller coaster experience for Ebonyi the past 17 months in terms of infrastructure development in Ebonyi State. For instance, let us start from health. Before we came on board, there was a disconnect between the tertiary health, sector and the primary health sector. In terms of manpower, in terms of medical equipment. And that received the necessary attention immediately, and the first of all approved the equipment of medical personnel or posted to the general hospitals we have with our different local. And that's, not enough. A lot of funds were also released for the procurement of medical equipment, like MRI machines and the rest of them. But to speak right now, most of these equipment have been deployed in the general hospital, and that has reduced the pressure, from the tertiary healthcare system, like the ones we have in the state capital. Now, people, that were supposed to be moved from the villages to the state capital now receive medical attention very close to them. And also make sure that these doctors, resident doctors are not, giving the opportunity of indulging in truancy. The government provided, a lot of incentives like, FUB, resident accommodation, and improved, monthly allowance to the tune of over 250,000 to ensure that these medical doctors reside in the general hospital and attend to the health needs of the Ebonians in the local area.
Okay.
Now, to education, other area that definitely the governor has also given a lot of attention in terms of infrastructure. As we speak right now, outside the improvement that was noticed in existing, infrastructure in the state, like the primary and secondary, we are currently, undergoing the construction of 39 model secondary schools, simultaneously across the 13 local governments in the state. In university level, outside the improvement that was noticed in terms of infrastructure, in the existing university, the government is not undertaking the construction of, an ICT university in Greater and aerospace university in that. Now, the works and transport, like what you're seeing on the screen, is one of the flyovers that, the government is also introducing in part of its efforts to enthrone a smart city in the state. That place you're seeing is one place that we used to have a very traffic congestion that makes life very difficult for the Ebonians in the state capital. And these interventions are also geared towards freeing up and also, creating an enabling environment for residents of the state capital. And in terms of housing, what we also have in terms of housing, the ongoing 140 units of 3-bedroom flats, for the residents of Izo and Imoha, Izo and Ame, the community, is what you have on the screen. You can see gradually that project is almost 90% completed. Very soon we're expecting that, Mr. President will pay the boy to completion alongside other infrastructure.
We look forward to that. Now, I can see that you've pressed on health, security, education, housing. Now, how is the state government addressing concerns about the security situation in the state, and what specific measures have been implemented to support security agencies?
Honestly, I'll have to beat my chest and tell you that the Ebonians and Ebonyi State in particular have enjoyed a very secure environment. You know, it's not in contention that we are one of the most secure states in the whole of Southeast. Even when the security, the problem in the Southeast was at least the highest level, Ebonians have always gone about their normal businesses unhindered and unrestricted. Even in the so-called Monday that there will be other places who will have a sit at home. Ebonians have never experienced that. So this is not a rocket science. It's just a deliberate effort of the government by the kind of security architecture that he has put in place. By motivating the security agencies in the state, providing the requisite, infrastructure and equipment for them to operate, in terms of vehicle, in terms of communication equipment, in terms of manpower motivation, and the periodic engagement with, every other security, personnel and security, agents in the state. We also have set up, exchange of security who are, have been appointed to help in gathering intelligence from our locality.
Okay.
Let's say the interface with and other people in the big areas to gather security intelligence that will also be part of the security for them to operate optimally. It's been a very wonderful experience in terms of security.
Okay, now I would like to, what's the government's long-term plan for maintaining this newly constructed infrastructure, especially in rural areas, to ensure sustainable development?
I will answer that question very simply, because this is an administration headed by Govt. That is also very keen about resuscitating already equipment and infrastructures that have been abandoned in the time past. For instance, the operator water scheme that has been left unattended to for the past 10 years is gradually coming back to life. In the next couple of days, water is going to play from operator water scheme down to the state capital. And there is a trade center at the critical junction. These are infrastructures that have been abandoned for decades. So if he can take care of infrastructures that are abandoned by other administrators, I can assure you that the ones we are putting in place now, the measures are already in place to make sure that they are maintained and are sustained in the long term.
Now, undoubtedly, to a lot of people, investors bring in a lot of developments to areas. Now, how does the government plan to attract investors to the state through this ongoing infrastructure and security improvements? And what ripple effects would they have on the people?
You see, investment cannot come in a place and environment that is challenge security-wise. So security is one key, that guarantees investment. And that has been put in place in Ebonyi State. We also have a lot of, areas in terms of agriculture, in terms of mineral deposits. The state is blessed with a lot of mineral deposits. And the infrastructure we're putting in place, like you can see the remodeling of the airport. What you're seeing on the screen right now was, an intervention of the state government to bring back to life, to bring back to standard the river. These infrastructures, wherever you're coming from, you have the network of routes, you have the basic amenities, you have security, a secure environment. Whatever, every investor needs, I need to continue to invite them to Ebonyi State. Because any investment in the Ebonyi is an investment secure. An investment in the Ebonyi State is an investment that will bring the return on investment. Because we have a very place that will really give investors the opportunity to explore and make the necessary business adventures, positively.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We've been speaking with Mr. Jude Okbo, the Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Ebonyi State. Do have a wonderful day, sir.